This is the AB4120 wheel balancer. This balancer requires 3 different calibrations: the shaft calibration, the machine calibration, and the data arm calibrations. We will show you step by step each calibration procedure. To start with the shaft calibration, first just press and hold the gear button until cal is displayed. Immediately press the inch millimeter button. C-1 will be displayed on the screen. Make sure the shaft has no cones or adapters, and just simply close the hood. Let the shaft spin. The shaft will stop and the calibration for the shaft has been completed. The machine will automatically advance to C-2, which is the machine calibration. To calibrate the machine, you will need a 14 or 15 inch steel wheel and tire, preferably balanced as close to 0 as possible. Now let's see how that procedure is performed. First, find the cone that best matches your rim and place it on the shaft and mount your tire. Make sure that the machine is set up for dynamic balance by pressing this button. You want to make sure that as you press it, the 2 outside lights are on. At this point, you will need to tell the machine what size tire and wheel you're using. To do that, simply pull the data arm out and hold it against your rim. It will automatically display the distance out in the shaft and the diameter of your tire. Next, you will need to measure with your calipers the width of the wheel to tell the machine how wide your tire is. This one is 5.5. To do that, use our width button, use a plus or minus button to input what you've measured, 5.5. Once those parameters are in, simply close the hood and let the tire spin. When the tire stops, the machine will automatically advance to C-3 and ask you what size calibration weight you're going to use. The standard calibration weight that comes with the machine is 60 grams. However, if the weight you have is not the calibration weight and you choose to use a different weight, you can now use the plus or minus button on the diameter to change the gram weight of the weight that you will use for calibration. Make sure this is correct. We are using a 60 gram weight. The first procedure is to hammer your calibration weight on the left side of the wheel at 12 o'clock. When doing this, make sure directly across the wheel at 12 o'clock there is no weight, because that's where you will move the weight to second position. If this is correct, close the hood and let the machine spin. If the tire stops, the machine will advance to C-4. At this point, rotate your calibration weight they're using to the 12 o'clock position and hold the brake to make sure it does not move. Remove the weight and move it straight across the wheel to the opposite side at the 12 o'clock position. Hammer the weight on and close the hood and let the tire spin. The tire will stop and the machine will display C-5. At this point, rotate your calibration weight to the 6 o'clock position. Hold it in place and press the spoke button that is already lit up to show you know which button to press. Once that button is pressed, the machine has now been calibrated.